I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to you'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to you'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me.
really, really, really looking for it now.
Where's Mariva?
Are we starting so early? Like, I thought we start at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, we threw up the podcast. We threw up the streams 15 minutes beforehand.
That was like 8 minutes.
I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. You'll come on back. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. I keep thinking you'll come on back to me. You'll come on back to me. You'll come on back.
I squeeze the stream out.
I'm not doing
I'm
this.
glad to hear that. Welcome back to the Generally Dysfunctional podcast, folks. Welcome. Midnight Titan, you're here early, bro. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, man.
From one of our other friends, if he
You guys used to laugh at me when I catch my cold.
We didn't
Not
used to
COVID
laugh
on my
at you
ass.
because you
COVID.
catch COVID, you know. We laughed at you because we were like, vaccine, my friend, vaccine. And you're like, nope.
exactly.
Nope.
Right.
And then
I
you
have
catch.
a right to choose.
Fuck your
That's
rights,
good.
then.
No, so as soon as you done get COVID, why did you choose the vaccine when you done get COVID?
I'm a lot to the error of my ways.
No, it's just, let him
Okay,
be-
right, go on then.
he has a right to choose. We just all need to acknowledge that he chose the dumb decision. That's all it is.
Shows death over life.
Still here. Are we still making podcasts? Continue, sir.
You should have fucking dead, you idiot.
You know
Pardon.
what? Friends like you who would leave him.
Oh, shit.
Well, yeah, welcome back to the Generally Dysfunctional podcast, guys. We do this podcast every Saturday. Well, I want to say every Saturday, but hopefully every Saturday going forward. Maybe, maybe not. At 5 p.m. Trinidad and Tobago time. Thank you all for being here. We talk about all sorts of shit sometimes, and sometimes we talk about a whole lot of nothing. So, guys, how have you all been? I have been fine for the last couple of weeks. I got my driving license finally, my Trinidad driving license finally. So now I can go pick Watless up. I can go pick Darren up and take him places against his will.
Gotta find
Yeah.
my live.
That's called kidnapping. Just so they're
I know exactly where you live, sir.
It's called.
I can-
It's
I can
called
walk to your house.
man-napping. Okay, man napping. We call it
I
by no
see.
kid over here.
I saved your location when I was at your house. So if I ever need to find it again, I can get there. We have technology now for this.
Time to move.
You do that. You do that. But yeah, I got my Trinidad license finally. After what is it? 1 year or 2 years maybe. In this whole COVID year's time. What else happened? What else happened? I saw Batman.
No spoilers.
I got a lot of work done. No spoil. Oh, you haven't seen it yet.
Nah, tomorrow.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. What about you guys? What have you all been up to?
We're having chilling. My parents are trying to move out, so obviously I have to do the work. So
For sure, for sure.
Well, that's what grandkids is for, man. You get some grandkids. If you had grandkids, you wouldn't have this. If they had grandkids, you wouldn't have this problem. You know what I mean?
yeah. Maybe I don't need them that bad.
I think we have an issue. 1 second. One moment, please.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. To tell you the truth, I haven't been here at the podcast.
So, but you couldn't say nothing. Here.
No, well, I just realized now. Tab out it just to raise the volume.
Niggas is the worst. The worst.
Hey. The point is, I'm hearing it now.
You're hearing me, but are you hearing everyone else?
I'm hearing you.
Righto.
Can you hear me?
No, we're
No.
probably not gonna hear you either. Because my audio is different for some reason. I think from the update. Whatever. Somebody say something now.
Yo.
Lovely. We are back on. We are back on. We're back on. I hide that.
We never left.
Yeah. So guys, welcome back to the Generally Dysfunctional podcast. Welcome back to the Generally Dysfunctional podcast. We do this podcast every Saturday, hopefully at 5 p.m. Trinidad and Tobago time. I am here joined by my lovely group of friends, Mariba from the UK by way of Trinidad and Tobago, myself, Nkosi from Trinidad and Tobago by way of Kuwait, Darren from Trinidad and Tobago by way of Trinidad and Tobago, and Ken from the UK by way of
Oh, no.
Nigeria.
No insult me.
By way of Ghana. I'm sorry, I'm trying to incite wars. Hashtag Occupy Ukraine. Yeah. So, guys, what have you all been up to? How's yours 2 weeks been? Because it's been 2 weeks since I've heard from you all.
I officially had a Karen moment. I
You had
was
a what
officially
moment?
a Karen moment. I had a racist situation happen at with.
What?
I thought you said when he said he officially had a car moment. I thought he did something racist. Like, you know.
I thought you asked to speak to someone's manager.
Yeah, that I thought, you know, something like that now, you know, some black person, you know, been putting salad on your food and you didn't like that.
I'm done here. I'm walking away from this conversation.
No, continue, we just thought because how it sounded, you know.
When I said that, and there was a racist situation that happened, and I was flabbergasted by it happening. I genuinely was. I was just like, oh, this is what it's like happening. I was making jokes at work about how when it should develop with Ukraine, I have no intentions of fighting in the war whatsoever. I'm okay with that. That's not my responsibility. That's not my problem. With all due respect, I sympathize and I care with them, but I'm not grabbing guns to anybody. That's all right. One of the colleagues at work said, I'm summarizing this very fast, but I should go back home if I don't wish to fight for the country, England or whatever. I was like, oh. And there was some more undertones about going back home if I don't share her similar views of how she views England. I'm like, okay. And when I challenge her on it, instead of getting what I thought would be the appropriate lack of understanding, I got told that I'm entitled to my own opinion. It's like, oh, okay, this is what we're dealing with here now. Wow.
She said, I said what I said.
Pretty much said what I said. And I'm like, okay then. Okay then. Wow. So I'll leave that there. We will leave that there. But I had my first moment where I was just like, oh, that, according to Ken, that juicy racism that's in your face.
Oh.
And you just can't, you can't ignore it because just in your face. But, oh, okay. Fair enough. Man, that was my 2 weeks. That was my 2 weeks.
What about you guys? Anyone else wants to chime in?
I got nothing that exciting.
I saw Batman. And that was about the most exciting part of it. I thought I got COVID, and I did not.
Mm-hmm.
I took 2 tests. I have been negative both times for the old corona. I know. Another one of us is waiting for the test results at some point.
Yeah, go and get to know it. It's me. Someone who was sick came to check me, knowing that they're sick, but didn't tell me anything. You know, found out that they had corona.
That was an assassination attempt. I'm just classing it as an assassination attempt.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But other old school down by the riverside, Hunter blood now, so they ain't gonna kill me.
Alright.
They ain't gonna kill me that easy. Trust me.
I hear you. I mean, I've been wondering about where to start today's pod. You know, I've been wondering where to start today's pod, and thankfully, Mariba brought up the whole Ukraine war. So why don't we start there? Men between ages of 18 to 60 are being forced or conscripted to stay in Ukraine to fight the great Russian invasion, whereas women are allowed to leave with the children. And Mariba has a problem with that.
I simply said, aren't we all equal? Can't we all not grab guns and shoot?
Come on, bro, that makes no sense.
I'm just saying equality all the way through. That's all I'm asking for.
What if we lose?
Then we all die. We don't have to worry about it. We all die.
But we need to save some of
What?
save
Save
some
what?
of us for the future.
Same shit. For what? For what future? Your country's gone. What future?
Move somewhere else.
So what you're saying, we should put the kids to fight? That we saying?
No.
That's what you
No,
said.
that-
bro.
that-
That's
yeah,
that's exactly what it
no.
sounded like you said.
No.
We should put the kids, the elderly, and the cripples to fight.
He said all capable fighters should probably fight.
You say give
All-
6-year-old
everybody is
AK-47.
capable.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Stop
If you
it.
can
Stop
hold an AK-47 in your hand, you're capable of fighting. Give the
Not even
7.
that, if you could hold a knife, you can do damage with a
You know
knife.
what? You know what? You know what?
Put the 8-year-olds on the front line. That's what you're saying.
I'm not agreeing with this. I didn't say this. I
We
don't
let's call
subscribe
them
to
the
that.
white soldiers. It's white soldiers. Let's call them the kid soldiers.
Yeah.
If that's the kind of war you want to fight with, good. I'm saying able bodies. That's all I'm saying. All able bodies. But
So
then,
who looks after the children?
you said you had grandparents and stuff, didn't you? You said elderly not capable. There you go. Sorted.
I don't know.
Grandma,
about that.
grandpa.
I don't want
Grandma,
anybody over 60 taking care of my children.
You take care of your children. But she go fight in the
I
war.
would like the mother of my child to look after my child at a time of war. That's what I would like.
I would like to look after my kid in a different country in a time of war.
You know what? Yeah, well, I will ship out the mother of my child and my child. I will ship them away so there wouldn't be any war because I know if shit going wrong, I'm gonna run away. But there's some people out there that might stay and want to fight. No, I'm out, right?
We all go, or we all go. That's what I'm saying.
You know, women are allowed to stay, right? Like there are women
There are women who are
fighting in the
staying.
war.
There are women who are staying and making Molotovs and stuff. But the idea
No.
of
There are women who are
No.
staying
I'm picking up guns.
in the military, not just picking
Yeah.
up guns. Not some civilian forces. They're in the Ukrainian military.
yes, and I'm saying, but men are forced. The key
Yes.
word I'm using is
Force 'em.
forced.
Force them.
Fuck that.
Nigga, it's wartime.
It's war.
No,
What the fuck are you on
it's
about?
it's me leaving time. I'm not
So
trying to
what you're saying is that you are a deserter.
I'm saying I only fight wars for my country.
So
It is
your country.
it is your country, nigga.
They have come to. You are in. Forget the UK. You are in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
The Russian ships are on the shoreline, waiting to take you down. Are you jumping there?
Nice. You know what? Come to Yama.
Alright, cool. Mariba the deserter. That's all we needed to
You
know.
know what?
Yeah, you're a treasonous son of a bitch.
You know what? Sir? You know what? I'll come back and I'll come to you guys, your guys' funeral, and I'll be like,
What funeral?
"No,
There'll be
you
no
niggas."
country to look.
Let's
to
say you're
look
a
to.
survivor, bro. Let's say you're a survivor.
I already stories about how my illustrious friends fought a war.
And then they come to the next country, and then the next
And I'll
country.
go, you know what? Come on, tackle too.
I don't know what I mean. That
Me
sounds
neither.
like that sounds like something you mix.
That's
French,
like a muppet.
yeah, and
French.
something as French and Spanish you mix together at that point in time.
No, French.
And then they come to the next
Como is
country.
both. Como is both in Spanish and in French.
Oh, okay.
You could be
Also-
speaking
So
German.
Mariba,
Go on.
Mariba, you're saying that you will not, under no circumstances,
I never said that, but go on. If that's what you
you will
ask me,
not stand and fight for your country when the time comes because you're saying the women can leave,
I never
but
said
you
that.
have
Wow.
to stay.
Wow, I never said that. But are you asking that question? Because I've never said that. Those words did not come out my mouth. But go on.
But
We're
that,
giving you a
that's
chance
the
to
principle,
clarify,
right?
because that's what the principle you're coming up with.
I am saying, if there's a choice to evacuate, I will choose to evacuate. I am willing.
There's always
to
a choice.
Wait.
There's always
Can
a
I-
choice.
Can I answer the question I'm being asked? Please. Cool.
But you're not
If there's a
answering
chance-
it. That's the point.
I'm done.
I'm just saying, this isn't about a choice.
Trying to explain myself
But
so I can answer
this
it.
isn't about that choice, though, whether you can or can't escape. You can always escape. It's about whether or not you want to defend your country. That's not what we're not asking about escaping. We could all run
defending.
away.
If
Yeah.
my countries were defending,
Yeah.
I will defend it. There you go. That is my answer. If I deem my countries were defending, I will defend it.
It's
So
Trinidad
if
and
you were
Tobago.
Ukrainian, right? If you were Ukrainian, right? Matter of fact, whatever. Trinidad is being invaded by somebody. Hey, what's up, Picky B? If Trinidad is being invaded, right?
Yeah.
And for whatever reason you don't deem it sound to be held by the government or whatever, you are actively supporting in its invasion then.
No. How am I? Wait. When did I start shooting my own Trinidad and stuff and helping the invasion? When did I do this? How am I?
It's not about
supporting?
No,
it's
man.
not about you actively shooting
you
your
would
own
use.
Trinidad and people.
Yeah,
No,
but-
no. It
You're
what
just making
ego
it
is
easier for
Yeah.
the invasion. For the
what
invasion.
Nego is saying is that basically it's either you do something about it or you do nothing at all, and doing nothing at all comes like you're turning a blind eye to a crime. It's like you're turning a blind eye to a crime, so you're basically part of the problem.
It's like good men who do nothing are still evil.
You know what? There was a saying. What you guys tell me? Not everyone is meant to make it, so I'll try to make it.
We just never tell you. You the one who brought that stain to us, my friend. You is the one that brought that stain to
No,
us.
that's a lie. You know, that's a lie. Should I prove that's a lie? Can I prove that statement is a lie? Because I remember we had a conversation, a past podcast, probably season 2, if it's still out there, where Ken said openly on the podcast that if we were all running for a natural disaster and we were all
He would
about to make it,
sacrifice to the gods. Ken said he would sacrifice the gods.
Listen to the difference. We're talking about.
Wait, let me finish my point. The point was that we all couldn't make it, but he will make sure and deem that we all don't make it. So that proves my point.
First off, you can't just be spouting my quotes like you have it verbatim when you don't. What I said was, when there's a natural disaster, peep the difference right now. When there's a natural disaster, fate has to sacrifice at least one person. That's all I said. That's all. I never said I have to be the one to do the sacrificing. I said that until someone is taken, everyone's getting taken. That's what I said. And I'm talking about volcanoes and tornadoes. I'm not talking about an invading country, which you can fight back. You can't fight back a tornado. No one's punching up a tornado. That's what I'm saying.
So the gods demand, in Ken words, in the short form of Ken words, the gods demand a sacrifice.
Exactly.
That is all.
That's all it is.
That is all.
That's what it is. Now, to this situation, all you're doing is being... Alright, go ahead.
Maybe the god of war demands a sacrifice. I choose to not be it. Maybe the Greek god of Aries demands a sacrifice. I just choose not to be that guy.
So then you're contributing to the war. That's what you're doing.
I am helping Aries get his sacrifice via other means.
You're helping the invaders take over. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Doing nothing is just as bad as jumping on the enemy side.
Okay. I'll still write a story for you guys and I'll come to you guys' funeral.
Oh, you gonna write the story for me? Because we will die in battle and you will be a slave.
You think you're gonna be fine afterwards?
Different country, sir. No.
You think you're gonna be this girl who was hiding from the Nazis in somebody's attic or some sort? So what's your name again?
Anne
Writing
Frank.
a book? Yeah, you think you're gonna be Anne Frank?
I'm alright.
You see?
So to bilingual, I start practicing my Spanish.
You mean you're Ukrainian because you're Russian. Because the way this war going, Russia might just annex the whole of Europe.
Can you imagine?
Actually, it's not going that badly. Ukraine is holding up quite well.
Can you imagine,
For
bro?
now.
Nazis invading and Poland people just, you know what, let's just dip. It'll be fine, let's just dip.
A lot more would be alive if they just did. But hey,
They won't.
No, they wouldn't. Holy shit, man.
Let's go.
Brother.
Yeah.
I pray for the day that that when your land gets attacked, you come to the right decision. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I hope that opportunity doesn't come. I hope.
Yeah, you never know. I'ma just go on the record and say I'ma stay and fight. Not on some country patriotic shit, but like I gotta defend my own. That's all it is. Like I got friends and family, I gotta defend my own. Not everyone can fight.
Yeah, I totally understand. I have a few people.
I am going to fight because I will get shot and then I will die. So sweet victory for me.
Oh my.
I have a few neighbors to kill, so I'm a fight.
That was.
I will go out. I will go out shooting. I will go out shooting every enemy, but I am going out without bulletproof, and I'm just going out shooting a while. I take as many people with me as possible. I'm tossing all the grenades. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing grenades under my shirt, and I'm running to them at full speed, or I'm sneaking up on them and saying, "Gotcha, bitch," and shooting out everybody. And when I finally die, I will have the great redemption.
Okay, sir.
That way. But yeah. I'm just trying to get my parents and my sisters out.
Just going to say this since I have not heard anyone say it. This too will pass, then the real chaos will start. But you know, Picky B, I am hoping for an all-out war. Let's be honest. Between you and me, like, just you guys. Don't tell anybody else. Just you guys.
Yeah, just everyone that has access to YouTube. and
Yeah,
shit.
just you guys. Between you guys and myself, I don't care how this goes. Like, if it happens, it happens, and like it goes tits up. Shit, we're gonna have another war, and you know what comes out of war? Money. It won't
our
fix our
economy.
economy. It won't.
Not so much with
Rising
that
oil prices
big
is
one.
terrible. Yeah, no, rising oil prices is bad for us. It's not. It's not good. It's not a good thing because we don't make any of the other byproducts from our oil. All of our oil is exported, and we then import plastics and petroleum and all that. I was talking to my father about it the other day. I was talking to Daddy about it the other day. He was like,
Yep.
"Yeah, no, it's not a good thing.
What,
It's actually pretty bad."
what used to happen, we used to manufacture some oil for us, but now as Petrotrin or Hermitage is like fully closed down, we
Yep.
don't really manufacture anything anymore. So
And
Well,
heritage is different. They deal with midstream. They do end stream, according to
Yeah.
Daddy. But yeah, since Petrotrin closed down, since our refinery closed down, we just export all our oil, and because we have to import all those things prices are gonna go up exponentially. The price of transport, all that, so all that factors into how expensive shit is. So it costs more to move it from point A to point B. That means that transport that is gonna take is gonna go up. That means that the actual items themselves, the food, the wheat, the whatever, is gonna go up as well.
our
Like,
food is done really expensive already.
and it's gonna get much fucking higher. But you know what? Someone's gonna profit, and I intend to be someone. So it's gonna be a good ass time. It's gonna be a
It's
good
time
ass
to
time.
switch to CNG. Because we will still make that.
Time to switch to some electric.
So that
Um,
CNG. When I crash, there must be some sort of fire. Okay? Of fire.
In your wire.
Some sort of I rather be blown up than get electrocuted to death. I'm just saying. I rather one than the next.
Yeah. I hear that. Yeah. What else have we got here? We have a couple of things. I want to know what your red flags are. What are yours red flags?
Red flags concerning.
Women, what are some of the red flags that you'll look for, or rather that you'll stay away from when you're courting a woman or a man, if you're into that? I don't know, What are your
Anytime
red
a woman
flags?
tells me that she's a Pisces, Capricorn, Sagittarius, anything like that, and because of her sign, she's acting a certain way.
Yep.
I'm
yes,
out.
yes.
I am
What you
out.
mean because the moon was 60 degrees to the west? That means that you're more aggressive. Don't you know?
Uh-huh. As you say so. That's a huge red flag for me. Anytime a girl come and tell me, well, that's how Pisces does act, I'll be like,
Yeah. No, I'm in complete agreement with you right there. There's no way.
Like if he
but
says
then we
long
can like, we can
eyelashes,
scratch a cat. Kind of,
Long
the
eyelashes.
caterpillars.
Wait, is that
Yeah.
is that a real answer to long eyelashes?
yeah, the the eyelashes. Well, I don't know if you all see them in the UK, but they
fake
have them
lashes.
down here. The fake ones that they put on, and that is super long. Like every time they blink, that they smack the lips.
Oh, okay.
That kind of long ass shit. Yeah, I tell you, I drive in that time and I find a girl looking sexy, and when she turn around and she blink, I have to swerve in the road to avoid she from scratching my car.
I should assume she's just cakey. That's what it is. She likes to put on a lot of stuff. That's what it is. I don't know if that bit.
Anyone else have red flags, or you'll just go through? You'll have
feel
no
like-
red flags whatsoever. Yeah, you're kind of quiet.
No. It was just I'm trying to figure out how to explain this scenario. But I was on a date one time, and then she was just really short with the waiter we had before there was even a problem. I don't know if you've experienced that, where she's like making very short answers. I want this, and this. Don't do this. Do this. Make sure you do this. That kind of demand. Have you ever
Or
experienced that?
attitude to
Yeah,
waiters.
the attitude before anything's even begun. Like
Yeah.
all the waiter said, "Are you ready to order?" And then she's just gone into this like next like demand. Yeah, basically like that entire sort of thing, and like that just they set me off, and like that attitude actually carried on into a relationship, and I should have known as soon as I saw it from then on. I just took it as something and ignored it because it was like the second day I think it was. But yeah, I should have took that as a red flag.
For me, a red flag is if you say you want kids.
Wow.
That's a red flag for me.
I feel like that's just a discussion to be had.
Nah. You say. So yes, I want kids. Or if you say you want to get married, like later on, like marriage is a thing. Red flag. Flag on the plate. Blow the whistle.
But do you mean at the beginning of the relationship before it's even like a proper boyfriend girlfriend
What
thing,
are you
or do
talking
you?
about? You're not talking about a girl who would like to get married one day. That's a red flag. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You don't even care when it is brought up. It can be brought up at the beginning of the date. It can be brought up 6 months into
Man,
the
it could be a passing conversation that I hear between two other people.
yeah, a red flag. Nah,
Red flag.
I have a red flag similar to Canon where I went on a date once with a girl and the food was fine. Everything was fine, the service was fine, the food came at a relatively good time. But from the time this woman saw the waitress, she started to bitch at the waitress. Give the waitress a certain attitude, roll her eyes at the waitress. The waitress was like, well ma'am, we currently don't have any lobster right now, so but we have X, Y, and Z, and she's rolling her eyes so far back in the head, you swear she could see her ponytail. Kinda it was. And then when the food came, oh, this isn't cooked well, this is too this, and I'm like, well, if it isn't cooked well, why not just tell the waitress and they will take it and bring another one. No, I eat it, and she just goes off. And that's a huge turn off for me. It's similar to Ken.
I guess my biggest red flag, if it's say so, is the inability to voice disagreements without being like aggressive, what's the better word. That's a huge red flag for me. If you're upset with something and you can't verbalize it without shouting or using slurs or whatnot, and that's the only way you know to communicate, I'm done.
It might be just me. So don't kill me for this. But I feel like if those people that you're interacting with, you're dating too young.
No.
No, that happens even.
You think you truly believe that there's no 30-year-old who still do not know how to communicate effectively?
I'm not saying I'm not saying they can't. I'm not saying that you can't be whatever age and communicate effectively, because effective communication is more than just about how you say something, right? It's part of it, right? But and this is just my experience. Obviously, it could be very, there's immaturity, and then there's like straight like shouting because you are not being heard or whatever, right? Like shouting because you think you're not being heard, or you're trying to get your point across. That's a bit immature, right? But I feel like maybe if those are the people that you have in your life that's how they have a discussion or they have a disagreement or whatever, then maybe they're a little bit too young.
I know 35-year-olds and 33-year-olds who that's their normal behavior.
I know
That's mad.
50s and 60-year-olds that still behave like that.
I literally know them. I'm not saying I look at them for dating, but I just watch them interact with their partners and stuff, and that is the standard.
That's crazy.
And I mean, like in front of me on the phone to their boyfriend, swearing and stuff, standard over something. And I mean small.
Wow.
And I don't mean like he went and spent their savings on a motorbike without telling her something crazy. No, I mean that he didn't pick up milk on his way home and he's just off.
Oh,
Like
no.
that. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying.
That's
For me,
crazy. Okay. I have seen that, but on television. Like I see that in shows, in movies. I've never seen that in real life.
About there.
How about this is a third? This is a red flag for me. A girl telling me she just wanna go on a date. She's not interested in you, she just wanna go on a date. That's a turn off for me.
Oh, she just wants you to take her out.
Yeah.
Be gone.
Yeah.
Be gone.
That's not even
oh.
that's just a white flag. Like I give up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that walk away. Like, why don't you take yourself out?
Yeah. No, she wants somebody to carry out on a date because she wants a date experience, not. But she's not interested in you, Then it's not gonna go past a date, If she just wants a date.
Oh, I got.
You know what I found? Trinidad, women here in Trinidad, they don't. Some women here in Trinidad don't understand what a date experience is. Because the women that have said, "Hey, I'm gonna take you on a date," right? You take them on a date, and they think, at least the ones that have like had some interactions with, a lot of them seem to think that, all right, he said he's taking me on a date, and this could be our first date or whatever. He said he's taking me on a date, therefore we are together now.
What? That's a
Yeah.
red flag. Red flag.
Yeah, it have
Red flag.
because they're interested in you, and when they hear a date, they'll be like, okay, so we going on a date and we're gonna be exclusive to each other.
No, red flag.
I could understand the thinking that, but
No, red flag.
I don't think like that.
It's
Red
because
flag.
we categorize the word date differently here in Trinidad.
Yeah.
To when
Dating.
people here in Trinidad, date is like, oh, you're going on a date because you are dating exclusively. To us in Trinidad, date means exclusive, as opposed to some people, like myself included, who think, well, a date is an event that you are taking part in with someone else or several other people or whatever.
Correct.
You know?
Correct.
So
But that's a red flag for me if we go immediately thinking we together. That's a wow to me.
Yeah, I had to learn it when I came back. You know what else? You know what
How
else?
did
is a
you
red
have to
flag?
learn when you came back? I've been explaining these things for so long.
I mean,
Wow.
I lived in another country, bro.
I feel like you ignore what I see.
No, I
Well,
just have to experience it for myself. I just have to experience it for myself. You know? Yeah,
There's a red flag?
I learned by doing. Here's another red flag. Women who wear powder on their chest.
powder on the.
And I feel like Watless might be the only one who gets this.
I know about this. I've seen this.
Okay.
I still see it sometimes over
Okay,
here.
I need to.
When I go to
Someone needs to
London.
fill me in.
Alright.
What?
Okay, so I don't know about the white women, but I know the darker evolution of folks. Some of them have been known to wear powder when they're leaving the house, but they wear the powder all over their body, or rather mostly on like their midsection, their chest and whatever. So you see it over the clothes, you see it like from neckline down kind of thing, right?
Oh, you
Never
mean
seen
as
that,
in
Ken?
what they would normally use on their face? They use it on
No,
their
no,
chest
no,
also.
Like
Makeup
actual
powder.
powder, regular
More like
powder,
baby powder.
Johnson, not Johnson, baby powder. You just splash that thing
Like
all
white
over, like
powder.
you try to bathe in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not cocaine, but regular white powder.
Why?
Okay, now here's why, right? This is why. It is supposed to be some sort of a cooling factor, okay? It is supposed to be some sort of cooling factor. However, and it's the history of it here, sex workers back in the day used to splash powder on their chest to show the US soldiers who were coming to Trinidad and Tobago and to other Caribbean countries, to show them that they were clean and ready to provide said sexual services.
That is one explanation.
That's one explanation, but that's the explanation that I've heard over many years from many old people and young people alike, and from sex workers themselves. This is what they have told me, right? From like Morris Street, like they work there every other night kind of thing. They work for somebody. This is their story, right? This is their history. So
But what's the
that style has come into the popular zeitgeist, so to say, and is now a thing that you would see on a very regular basis from women walking down the street. That they would have powder on their chest, meaning that they have showered for the day before they left home, essentially. and they've just become so used to doing it as children that they continue doing it as they get older and older.
Well, there are other explanations there too. There's one that I've heard from a few people is that it represents showing men that they are single. Right. There's another explanation stating that it keeps you cool and smelling good. So even if you're a prostitute, no matter how much man you jam or woman you jam for the night, you might still smell nice.
No, that leads into the first explanation. But yeah.
That's a slightly different explanation.
There's that. Yes, I don't particularly like it. Also, if you wear a bonnet to leave the house, that's a red flag. If you put your hand in your pocket to pay for something and don't actually intend to pay and don't intend to actually pay for it and expect me to like grab your check, that's a red flag.
I don't like
If we're going out and you order a water instead of something to drink, instead of like an actual like alcoholic beverage, if you say you drink alcohol and you just order water instead, that's a red flag.
Hold on a second.
Wait.
Like I said, if they say that they can drink alcohol, meaning that they can drink alcohol at that point in time, right? But they order water,
What, at a restaurant or a bar? Where are we talking about?
doesn't matter.
What? No,
Bruh, I can't agree with that one.
I can't agree with that.
I will be the.
What are you
the
drinking
guy with
water
the
for? Are you dehydrated?
To get down the food, yes.
Get a drink first and then get water.
Bruh.
Damn it. You know, order them together. I don't care if you order it. If you order water alone as your first drink, we have a problem.
Nah, I always order water for the table. Maybe I'll order something else, but like I'm not drinking like hard liquor with my food. Like it's just not what I do. I don't like wine most of the time anyway, so I'm drinking like juice or water. If it's a bar or something else, or
The least you need
then
to
I'll
order
get
is a
alcohol.
hard seltzer.
Yo, I just drink juice if we go in and we eat the food. I'ma drink some juice with it, some water, and after the food is done, and we would start with maybe a beer, a shot,
You know what? Matter of fact, if we go into a restaurant before you eat anything, we need to have a shot of April.
You know, when we lime it, I am going to only drink water. Tell me something.
Nah,
I
I
am
can't
business.
do the alcohol around the food, man. Outside of the food, definitely alcohol. But while I'm eating, I gotta drink something.
Yeah, what I'm eating at most. But,
Something to help
but
the food go down. You know what I mean?
The only time I'll drink alcohol when I'm eating food is that couple of times where I ran out of milk and I used Bailey's in my cornflakes. Simple as that.
Oh shit.
You understand that is all. Bailey's in cornflakes. It did actually.
If you go to a fancy restaurant and you order chicken fingers, red flag.
Well, if I order a burger and we go to a fancy restaurant and I order
Red
a
flag.
gourmet burger.
Red flag.
What if it's their gourmet burger? What if it's like
Yeah,
Red-
it's a gourmet burger.
Crimson flag.
So what if it's a upscale burger restaurant? You know, and they have their
Then
menu
if
is
you go
mostly
to
burger.
a burger restaurant, that's different. That's different. If you go to a burger restaurant, that's fine. If you go into an upscale restaurant, like we go to an upscale restaurant, you see the menu and there's no fucking burger, there's no chicken tenders, there's no fries. Hey, you all have chicken tenders? Like, nigga, what?
You're changing the menu, but if it's on the menu, she's allowed to pick what is on the
Yeah,
menu.
she's
Fuck that.
allowed to pick
Nah,
anything.
fuck that.
What if she really like? What
Why
if
you
she
picking
really
from the
like
kids'
chicken
menu?
fingers?
Why you picking from the kids menu?
Chicken fingers
I
on the
don't
kids
know.
menu?
No, Diego, you're wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're wrong, man. You're wrong.
wrong.
Yeah, you're
I can be
100%
wrong.
360 degree.
I don't care. I go down fighting though.
Deep wrong.
I don't care. I go down fighting. Though. Why we are not ordering fucking chicken fingers though? You like KFC so much?
Wait. I
you're
do
wrong on
agree.
that one.
I only thing I agree. If she's trying to create something that's not on the menu,
Yes.
full agreement. You're right. Red flag. Get out. But
if we get a steak and she orders ketchup, yes. Spaghetti, ketchup, yes. Any of that shit.
If you
fine.
order your steak anything over medium, red flag. But Picky B,
What about
Picky B
me?
has a question.
Okay,
I don't
go on.
want to fuck you, sir. Picky B has a, what is the reason for needing to drink alcohol first? Picky B. I don't know that I have a reason. I just think it's like something like, okay, we out. Why? Like we out to have a drink.
I thought we were out to eat.
We out to
Right?
eat. We out
out-
to eat. It's
We out
a
to eat.
date.
We out to eat. We out to drink. Whatever. We out liming, right? We big and we grown. Drink water in the fucking house.
But during my
Like
meal,
order something. Order like an actual drink first.
Maybe.
Order like an actual drink first, and then have your water. You know.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
come
what
on,
if
you
they
gotta get the party
Wait,
started.
Wait.
I'm not saying do cocaine off the bathroom table to start, you know. But here, let's get the party started, fam. Like, come on.
You cocaine off my butt cheek.
Jacob, what if? I'm just asking. What if she ordered water first because she is trying to gauge how everything is gonna go to decide if she wants to leave early or not. So she ordered water first, and then as she gets to like you, like the conversation, she's like, all right, let's start drinking and stuff. So she's preparing herself or trying to find out how she feels about this. You're like,
In my world, you already know whether you like me or not because we've been talking for like 3-4 weeks before we go out on a date.
You know what?
But that's with the
Any
food,
girl that wants to order water on a date with me, that's perfectly fine. You saving me some money. I hope you ask for tap water too because that's free. You understand? Save me money.
Brother, it's a first date. You think I'm paying? Bro, this
I will
is me.
pay for. I will
It's
pay for a
me.
first date. I will
I am
pay for
not
a first
I'll
date.
pay for it first.
I'm done here.
Yeah, I'll pay for
I'm
it.
walking away. I'm walking away.
You think I am the guy who wants to be proposed to? You think I'm paying for the first date? You dig in your bank for your credit card, boo boo. You got me. Trick me.
I'll pay for a first date, but I don't know how much dates I'll pay it for. But if a girl makes no effort at all to pay for anything at all,
Yeah.
or
She don't offer to pay for the tip. At least pay the tip. I don't mind paying
Not-
for the
not
meal
even-
and stuff.
not even the tip.
tip. I done.
not even a tip, you ain't making an effort for nothing at all. Cause I could understand a girl telling me, well, look, I'm really strapped with cash and I can't afford anything right now. I'll be like, that's okay. I go pay for it. Wherever.
And what
we
you
go,
coming out your
we go
house
hand-
for?
We will go out. We go hand. In fact,
What you going out your house for?
right.
I agree with you
Right.
on that one. If you have no money,
No,
stay
well,
home.
no, well,
Agree with
she's
you.
saying that and she doesn't want to go on the date because of that. I'm assuming
Okay,
she
that's
doesn't
different.
want to do
Oh,
it
okay.
because of
Yeah,
that.
that's
So
different,
I'm
yeah.
saying, I say, okay, that's no problem. I will pay, come out and we go on a date. Right? But
I could
You
never
know-
want to meet somebody so bad.
invite
Nice,
me
sorry.
over, cook some food for me.
No, I'm not going back to
something.
somebody's house for the first time.
Well, I'm afraid sweat right
not
so.
on the first date.
I'm not. You're afraid sweat
I
right
like-
so.
I
I'm
like
not
my
talking about
organs
first
in-
date. I'm not talking about the first date. I mean, like after a while, you're dating. After a while,
okay.
and they invite you over. They cook some food for you. Give you
Alright,
a
that's
massage. Some, I like that. But girls who make zero effort and just expect the man to pay for everything and do everything, that's a huge turn off for me.
Red flag.
They
I'm not
basically, they
going
offer me
over to
nothing.
your house for. I'm not going over to your house for a massage.
No, you just bend there and you're feeling tired and you give you a massage. You don't bend your shoulders hurting, give a massage, something.
If I tired, I don't want a massage. Personally. But Trinidad does be so hot water that saves lives. Picky B, bears does be cold too, dog. Like as
Yeah,
long
but-
as bears cold, we drinking.
Yeah, but too
Water,
much beers without water will get you sick.
That
So
is why I
eventually
said.
you have
That
to
is
get.
why I said it is fine for you to order the water after.
I'm
This is
not.
what the alcohol
It's
is.
not even just because it's alcohol. I just don't like drinking carbonated shit. Period. While I'm eating, like I wouldn't drink Coke or nothing like that. I don't like drinking that kind of stuff when I'm eating.
Rum not carbonated though.
Yeah, but why are you drinking hard liquor when you're eating? Right? It's not gonna help with the food, and you're only gonna get.
Go ahead. Tell him.
I'm just saying, like,
Oh.
how much are you gonna get? Like, I want a tall glass of water, maybe an orange juice or pineapple juice, and I'm done. And then
And
afterwards,
splash some
we
vodka in
can
there.
we can
you know
drink
what I never
until we're
understand?
blacked out.
You know
Throw
what I
some
never
vodka in the
understand?
orange juice.
Why
And
do
also-
people drink wine while they're eating food? Because doesn't that kill the taste of the wine?
No. wine pair. You can pair wine with food.
Yeah,
Different
yeah.
wines go with different foods.
Yeah, you don't just
Oh,
order
okay.
any wine with your food. You go.
So what if I go KFC now? I have wine. I have some KFC
Yeah.
wine. Let it be a
Okay.
wine.
I'm
Yeah,
done here.
you can get a wine pair with KFC. Yeah,
Probably
absolutely.
find one for sure.
Yeah.
I just don't
let's
like
check
wine
it.
period.
Let's check it. Let's check it.
All things considered, you probably use like a Sauvignon
fuck
Blanc
wine.
with a KFC, but definitely not with like a breast. You probably take Sauvignon Blanc with like a thigh.
A breast? Okay, my mind went sideways when you say breast. So like drinking wine and breast. My mind went sideways. My bad.
Drink wine and suck breast. What I say? That's part of life. That's part of life.
What would you do if you was actually on a date, right? And everything's going well or whatever, and then she went to go to the bathroom when the bill come, and her phone ring, and you see your name as food guy.
Yo,
I'm just asking.
Food guy. Guys, no seeing.
yo, that'll be last time she sees me.
That'll be the last time she sees you. I know. I'm food guy, so she ought to be eating something tonight. Just saying.
I'm leaving that one right there. Actually, that's the last time that she sees me. Hey, last time she sees me. If I'm food guy, then I better be eating too.
What happens? She comes back. So she comes back after that. You see it, whatever. How that conversation go? You see anything or you just...
Have I paid for the bill?
Not yet, no.
I'm
Not
walking
yet,
out.
no.
I'm just walking out. That's it. I'll wait for her to sit down. Wait for the waiter to show up. I get up, walk out.
I'm good. I'm gonna be like, wait, I'm the food guy.
If you're the food guy, how is her phone ringing and it says food guy on it? Then I call her phone when she's not there?
No, you see it in the last messages. You just see it in
Yeah.
the last messages.
Oh,
The phone light up, and you see the last call, which was you calling her, because she saw text came in,
Yeah.
and it's food guy. You know your number.
You see your number, and on top of it, it says food.
Yeah.
Okay.
man, I'm gonna make so much jokes about that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna make so much. What do you call it? I
I'm
can't
mad
remember the thing.
snarky. I'm be
Nah,
so
I would be
snarky and
snarky.
sarcastic.
I just make a lot of jokes like, you know, oh, I'm the delivery guy coming over to deliver this package, food.
You
But
can
I'm gonna go full role playing. I'm gonna go full role
into
playing.
2000 HBO porn.
Yeah, full role playing. And then I go and open my phone and look up some kind of 1970s porn music. You know, going bound chicky wow wow. And I'm gonna just laugh at it. But yeah, that'll be the last day she see me. I'll be
Yeah,
so
for sure,
cool
for
with
sure.
it. I'll be so cool and smooth with it. She'll be like, this guy's so cool, and then I'll just ghost. I won't ghost you, but that'll be the last day she see me. You're text me. We go chop it up. We go talk. But me coming to see you.
Straight ghost.
From that moment on, anytime she message me to meet up, I can tell she look, man, my gas empty, you know, my food, my card is work on pump and alcohol. I had to recharge it somehow, and we had to fill the tank.
The infamous car, boy. The infamous
Yeah.
car.
Car.
The only word that alcohol pump.
Yeah, pump and alcohol. My car is on pump and alcohol. You had to fill the tank.
You say I have too many red flags. Yes, that's a red flag. I sure I have red flags though. I have like red flags. Like I just kill people. I just drive real fast on the road. I do level drugs. Like I just only listen to black people mostly. But I don't really only listen to black people mostly. But like most of the thing is black people only. Like I have red flags. So it's like I love being inside all the time. I will prefer to stay inside than go outside at any point in time to do whatever, you know. But fuck it, I have red flags. It's up to them to accept it or not. And they be accepting it wholesale. So that's not my problem.
How about this? I have a red flag for everybody here. You wait till you're on the date to tell me you have kids, and not just one kid, you know. I'm talking about 5 kids.
How
Red
did
flag,
that happen?
red flag, red
How did that
card.
happen?
All of these
Why
red
would-
flags are just like the woman is a
happened to
bad
me.
person.
That happened to me. I reached an
You're
date
not
with a
talk?
deal. Yes, we were talking.
And she just never brought up the fact that she has 5 children. Like you
No.
didn't hear a child in the background, nothing.
No, she was
No phone
good
right
at
back.
it. She was good at it, right? And I reached on this date with this girl, and this girl is like, as we finished eating and stuff, she's like, I just wanted to know, I really like you, and I want this to go further, but I have to tell you, I have kids.
So she's a liar.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she didn't. The topic of kids never came up, so I can't say she's a liar, right?
Do you
So-
think it's your responsibility to figure that stuff out?
No, it's not.
No.
It's, you're putting your cards on the table up in front.
Not
Yo,
for
I
her
have
sake,
kids.
but for your
Yo,
own sake. So
It's
that you,
like dating a girl who have an STD and she's telling me she have an STD.
I,
You understand?
I understand that aspect of it, but it's not for her sake. It's for your sake, so you don't waste your own time. It's like you're trying
but
to sniff out for the red flag before you even get hit in the face with it. That's what I'm saying.
You're
No,
supposed
but
to go hunting and find it.
Me, I'm not gonna go hunting and find shit. What you think I is?
You gotta ask about a red flag. You gotta ask
I look
about-
like Inspector Gadget. Or what the fuck is going on here? Me going
But
through
I
that,
don't
but
agree that,
it is on you to ask, do you want to have kids? Do you have kids, and do you want to get married, or have you been married before?
we've been talking.
Like four-
we met
four
up a few
questions.
times and we went on a date. And at,
Y'all
and
met
at
up
the
a
end of
few
it,
times?
yeah, well not met
Nah.
up, yeah, but we what really better than we bounce up. We we randomly meet each other
Yeah.
and we went on a date and she told me she really liked me, she liked me
Nah.
guys, whatever, but
She
she
wrong.
have kids and she had 5 kids.
Nah, she wrong. I
She had
disagree.
5
I
kids.
disagree with both you. Both. Go
However,
on.
I'll give you this one. All 5 kids was for she husband, she ex-husband. So she was with somebody for all that time now.
Okay, that's good, but still,
so-
I can and you go wrong saying that you have to ask that because no, you know
look,
this is what.
this is you're assuming that I'm trying to victim blame here. All I'm trying to say is, like, obviously it's bad for someone to mug you, but you don't go down the dark alley. It's the same thing. Obviously it's bad that she's not telling you that she has kids, but to save your own like mental and time, you may as well try to figure it out early. We're at the age where more than likely, if we're dating a girl, they're gonna have kids.
You're gonna have kids, yeah.
No.
So
But 5 kids is a
so
kind of lot.
trying
you know?
to so more often than not, it's better to figure it out early than to be surprised with it. Like why? Because obviously it would change whether or not you carry on the relationship. So if it's that important.
But no, but let's be honest though. She know full well 5 kids, and if I get involved with you and I have to take care of 5 kids, this is important information. You give important information. You give important information early. Like, hey, if you have herpes and shit like that, you give important information up early so we can skip past it and shit.
You're preaching to the choir right now, but this is
What
about
if
self-protection.
her kids are not early? What if her kids are not important to her?
That's a super red flag. That's not a red flag. That's a
But
burning
she's like-
cross.
but
That
she's
is
like,
a
fuck them
burning
kids.
cross.
That's a burning building. That's a burning building.
Yeah, seriously though, that would be your personal choice. Just saying, I hope you set your boundaries since there are some females that expect you to take care of their children being entitled. You know what? I agree with PKB because I've met, it have some crazy ass women out there. I've met a girl who I met her in person and then we went out. She told me she had 1 kid and on the first date she told me if this has to go forward I must treat her kid like if it's my own. I'm like, girl, I don't even know if I properly like you yet. How would if I like you but I treated your kid like my own? I mean, if this work out, I had to be around after.
Yeah.
No. Let me get to know you first, and maybe if the things work out, I'll be like, alright, cool, meet the kid, whatever. I ain't trying to be no daddy role.
You know what's another red flag?
Right.
If I like her mom's more than her. Like if your mom's is cooler than you,
Well, I see your point there. Okay, fine. But no, that's not fair though, because if her mom's just a cool person, you can't punish her
Yeah.
for her mom's just having a better life experience than her. You can't be like, oh,
Yeah,
her mom might have run some
I
trades
agree with
back in the day.
Mariba on this one. I agree with you.
Her mom might have run some trades, get some experience, so she knows how to interact better. You know, that's not fair. I can't agree with you on that one, Diego. I can't agree with you.
What about-
Picky B, I'm always looking for sugar mama. I am okay having a sucrose guardian.
What about a woman who has 3 kids and all 3 kids has 3 different fathers?
Leave
Red
me out
flag.
of it. Leave me out of it. Jesus Christ.
Oh no!
These
That's great.
scenarios
That
again
means that she's highly desired, and she's well seasoned.
Oh, how about
She's
how about
had a
this,
wealth of
right?
experience.
How about this? They meet a girl and she tells her she name is Brittany Renner.
Is she actually Brittany Renner? Like,
I don't care. I'm done. I'm blocking, deleting, uninstalling, whatever app. If I app, if I meet
Doesn't really
her,
matter.
Charging battery.
as long as her
I'm
name,
away.
as long as her name isn't Beulah, I'm good for whatever.
Ah, I know you get that from. I know you get that from.
Whereas Beulah isn't a glass name. Like if you then your name is Beulah, like change your name. It's bad. Your parents
Bad.
didn't like you.
I done.
They made a
boy.
mistake. Your birth certificate has an error because Beulah should not be anyone's name.
What about Agnes?
Agnes is fine.
Dolores.
Agnes. Dolores is fine. You like you come from Back to the Future. That's fine.
What about Crystal?
Crystal
What
is a
about
host.
Crystal?
What
Crystal is a host.
about the
I'm
titties?
real. If your name is Crystal, there's a 60% chance you're a hoe, and that's okay. You can be a
Only
hoe.
16? Ooh, your number real low, boy. I was gonna say 80.
Titties. And Cristal. And champagne.
If your name is Crystal, then your parents made a mistake too. Your parents was drinking too much.
What about Absidy? A B C D E.
So what do you all?
Absidy.
Alyssa is fine.
drugs.
Alyssa's are usually pretty hot. Alyssa's in my opinion are usually pretty hot. Like in looks. I don't think I've seen an ugly Alyssa. I'll be honest.
Agreed.
I've seen one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one yet.
What do you all bring? What do you, each one of you all right? What do you all bring to the table when dating?
Problems.
You only bring problems. at least you're honest, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Say that shit. Well, people bringing red flags upon red flags. It's a hard
I've got
man.
issues.
You got red flags upon red flags upon red flags.
Right now,
I must be making problems then.
I'm gonna be honest. Right now, what I bring to the table is very limited. I probably bring good companionship, easy to talk to. I listen, and security. Cause I'm ready to kill a boy. I'm just saying.
I was
I'm ready
thinking a
to
different
bring-
kind of
Money,
security.
support, food, and security.
I'm ready to kill somebody. Fuck it.
I wonder what
Break into the
mistake
house.
you brings to relationship.
Bang bang.
What about you, Ken? What do you bring? What do you bring to
I'll
the
bring
table?
whatever you need me to bring, man. Fuck it.
Nah. What do you bring to the table,
Okay,
bro?
is this I am the table bullshit?
Oh.
You can't get away with that one, bro.
No. See that shit there? No, I am the table. No.
Oh, fuck you mean? I don't know what.
Ken, just
what
say
else to do.
it. That's it. That's it. You bring good dick. That's it.
Why do you bring up goddamn?
Well, other than the bog standard shit, the sex shit, or anything else, what else are you bringing? Honestly, if your personality is dead, then you don't bring personality.
I am, nigga. It's not about person. I'm bringing mediocre small penis.
Oh my god.
It has a curve, so it does the work, right?
Oh,
it has a curve.
it reaches in some corners where there are straight.
Yeah,
one
you know,
channel.
it has a, it has a, know what I mean?
Yeah, that's bullshit. But okay. That's bullshit.
Has it has a, know what I mean? I bring that. I bring sound judgment. I bring
Listen to this stuff.
strategic thinking.
Oh my god.
Are you planning a war?
Business-minded.
What is going on?
I bring
So basically, you're saying you're a robot.
high level consultancy.
Are you applying to be a CEO, or are you trying to? What is this?
I bring my own wallet. I don't expect if I'm going out. I'll be real here. If I'm going out, I don't expect the woman to pay for anything. personally. Like if I am leaving my house, I am going with the intention to pay for the things that we get into or we're doing or whatever. Like that's just me. Like on a real 100% real like level. That's about it. Like you're gonna be safe and you're gonna get him fine.
Yeah.
That's about it.
And
Yeah.
you're getting this fake consultancy of 3,500 for no day.
If you want to pay for my consultancy services, that's fine. But my
But
price is very high. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get. See, this is what I do.
I said it from the get go. I bring problems. I said it as it is.
Yeah. But
You
you
don't
are
have
a
these
problem,
demons.
you know.
There you go. So
give
if
it that.
if I have a problem, I can only bring problems. It's such a problem bring solutions. Since when problems bring solutions, I said from the get go. Bring the problems. I was told early I am not equipped right now to deal with emotional problems. So if you want to talk to me about emotional stuff, I'm not the guy. So you know what? I bring problems.
Why Mr. Good laughing at my curve so good?
I bring hard grafting muscle. That's all I can say. That's
Hard grafted muscle, eh?
Yeah.
I hear you, Ken.
That's what it is.
I'll give you a clap for that.
Oh.
I bring a
such
sound
a-
familial base.
Moriba brings what? You want me to fight for you? No thanks. I'm good. Handle your problem. And he's gone.
I bring
problem.
I bring a walking tech support.
This is such a dumb question. I'm sorry. It's the question is you use the question as an insult. There's no one's expecting you to try to answer it. It's like it's what you do when people try to contest each other in a relationship. That's what you bring up. There's no real answer to the question.
I just remember this, right? And I have to say it. It's a little sidetrack, but I went on a date once with a girl, and the first date she brought a curriculum vitae
She brought
of her
CV?
past relationship.
No.
Yeah, of her past relationship with a reference of
No.
an ex. I'm telling
You know what?
this actually happened.
You know what?
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I respect her.
appreciate
I
that.
actually give her respect because she comes auditioning for a role. You know what?
She actually did that shit, like,
You know?
because it was before I told her this is what I wanted, and she's like, all right. And I went on the date and we meet up, and she was like, this is me. Like, all right, cool, respect.
Wait, but what did it say?
I don't know. I didn't read. What the fuck I care? I didn't read. I was brought here to lead, not to read.
I'm done.
I pretended to read.
I'm done with you.
It doesn't matter what it says on paper. You in person can be totally different, right?
Yeah.
But I would appreciate her bringing that. Like, I mean, if we both agree to bring it, that's dope too. Like a dating CV. I'm good with that. That sounds pretty dope to me. That actually sounds pretty dope to me.
You know what? Actually, that'll be bad for me because if I read on the CV was part of a train, I done. I know me. I'm not built
No,
for
that
it.
just means that you know that you can't be with this person for your own sanity.
Exactly.
But in reading on my CV, I was part of a train. I just wasn't when the holy train was entering, but I was one of the cats.
I wasn't a tunnel, I was the train. What? Oh my god. Wow. What's your favorite accent? By the way. Like, what is your favorite accent? I know mine is Lebanese.
I'll go with the stereotypical kind of person. I'll be like, I like the Russian, maybe the Italian accent, mostly the Russian.
I love that Lebanese. That Shuf Christina, hi man. Like, that's my shit.
Yeah,
That's
right
some
now, anybody who love Ukrainian accent, this is the time to be getting them wives. I'm saying. This is the
You
time.
meeting them at the border, bro?
Yeah.
Wow!
Accept them with your arms open and wide.
You can legitimately say at the border, I can provide you a better life. You can legitimately sit on the border.
Yeah, you go,
What?
bro, you go on the border with a shopping list. This is what I want, and you looking at all the goods, and you're like, ass, shit.
Blonde, blue eye. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Nah, what green eye, no blue eye. I mean, it have a spot in the air. Let me get a family history of the diseases this person having, and I gotta be strong.
They're European. They have these. That's
Yeah,
it.
but not
That
all
freak
of
the whole
them.
thing.
Not all of them. Did your father have any type of thing that would kill him in the past, or your mother? Maybe like something like cancer, or something. You gotta ask. Gotta ask.
I mean,
the
it's
question.
white people, so I mean,
You know what? I would say Portuguese. I really like Portuguese.
I'm good with
Alright.
maybe South American Spanish.
You know what? I'm gonna change my mind.
oh,
I'm
Ken
gonna
trying to get a little bit of that bailamos.
Yeah. I'm gonna change my mind. I like the Ghanaian accent, Ken, when you carry me Ghana, bro. When you carry me Ghana, them yams. Them yams.
I feel like you're less interested in the
Has
accent.
nothing to do with the accent.
What's now? Y'all don't know me that well, okay? Y'all don't know what goes on in my mind.
So, cheeks clapping have nothing to do with lips smacking.
Do you think cheeks clap with an accent?
Yes. Yes, because the Ghanaian clapping is better than the Italian clapping. You can't tell the difference. You understand? You can't tell
I mean, that's like asking if babies crying in an accent.
They probably,
Yes, they do.
I think they do.
They do. They actually do.
Do you think a Trinidadian goat sounds different to an American goat?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know
And
where
the
we're
curry,
going
and,
with this, but
and the
yes.
curry different too. The curry different.
I don't even think they understand each other, honestly.
So I have a serious question for you,
Yeah.
right? I have a serious question for you. I was speaking to one of my friends the other day, and she was
You have friends outside
lamenting.
the three of us.
I have lots of friends outside here.
Cheating.
You all are like,
Absolutely cheating.
Yeah, this is cheating, bro.
you are
never
like
told us
Saturday.
this. We
You
never
are like
approved of
Saturday
this.
friends. You all are Saturday friends. I have my friends the rest of the week. You all know this. Come on.
No, we don't know this. Wow, I feel hurt, betrayed.
Yeah, I agreed. You know?
The banker kicking in again, horn. Again,
There.
friendship horn. Oh my god, this is like buying a dress for a girl and she wears to go on a date with her next man. I swear.
Wait. What?
I'm just saying.
No.
You'll be okay. You'll be okay. So the situation, right? The situation at first. Now this friend, she was lamenting the fact that men don't give second chances. She was saying that she had an issue with a man, and it was her fault. You know, I can't get into the actual problem, but long story short, they had an issue, and she realized that she may have overreacted in her addressing it, similar to, you know, how Mariba doesn't like to deal with loud, boisterous women or passionate women or whatever. And she was wrong. She didn't speak to the guy for maybe a couple of days, maybe 2-3 days or whatever. And at the end of the 2-3 day period, she messaged him and she was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, whatever. Let's, you know, how about we go have a drink, talk things through, whatever." And homeboy was like, "Nah, I'm good. It's okay, I'm done. Go do your thing." And she was thinking that, and she was hurt because she was thinking that as a woman, she would have probably given the person that chance to, like, you know, sort it out, basically. If you're saying that men give no chances and give absolutely no chances, no second chances, do you all agree with that? That we don't give chances in relationships?
I don't.
I do.
I ain't got time for that. No, I ain't got time. I got
It depending on what the problem is that we have. Because I mean, if you cook food and you bottom the food and I'll get a second chance, I'll get third, fourth, fifth, whatever, and get that shit right.
Oh,
But
we're not talking about that.
if you jump on another guy's dick, then no, you're not gonna have a second
too
chance.
far. I'm simply saying if we have a problem and I'm trying to address it with you, and your next reaction is what, like you said, she went cold for 2 days or whatever, and we move on appropriately all the way. There's a problem. I try to reach out. You in your feels. You don't want to deal with it then and there. I try to reach out. You don't want to deal with it. Okay, then I deal with me. Good, no problem. Have a good day.
It depends on the problem. To me,
No.
it depends on the problem.
The only problem that I can understand where you may go rogue, if someone died and you need space for yourself to deal with grieving, full understand. No problem with that. That's the exception where something drastic has happened and I can't help you with
But
that.
what if you created the problem and then that person just couldn't deal with the problem and just needed space? Like,
Well, have all the
Then-
space they want. Then you have all the space they want.
like I say, it depends on the problem for me. I can't. I would give second chances depending on the problem. Depending on the problem.
Nah, you have all this space now you want. You have all this space to think about it, formulate how to deal with it, and you know what? You can carry that going forward in the future into your next relationship. I did. I agree.
I mean, I typically, up until recently, I typically do not give second chances. My last ex, I gave her a second chance. No one was cheated on anyone or anything like that. We just kind of like, it came to its natural end. And against better judgment, I opted to give her a second chance. I opted to give us, not so much giving her a second chance.
Because of what less, I gave her a second chance. That's it.
I opted to give us a second chance because I spoke to Darren and he was like, "Yeah, no, give her a chance, whatever thing." I shouldn't have
sure when
listened.
they go see me,
but-
you're gonna cuff me in the face.
But historically, I didn't give second chances because much like everyone else, I don't have the time for that. Like we tried it failed, let's move on. Let's do different things. Like we could still be friends or whatever, but like that part of us is done. We're over.
I don't even want to be friends. I don't even want to be friends.
Salt the earth, burn the
No,
bridges.
one thing. I'm simply saying, if this is your natural way of dealing with problems, if this is how you deal with it, I can't have you in my circle of you being me and me being friends because the way how you handle problems is the only way how I handle problems, and it's going to infuriate
But
me.
do you have to handle problems the same way?
Most people in my friend group know how to communicate to handle problems, so we can't be friends. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
So
that's fine. But
I take
like,
that group.
does the other person have to process things the same way that you and your friends do?
No, however, you need to be able to communicate the problem.
Well, do they have to communicate it immediately?
Not 3 days later.
They're taking some time to think things through.
Me too, and I did. I took some time to take things through about the relationship. At the same time, they were thinking about the problem. I was thinking about the relationship. And we both come to do different agreements. She wanted to talk about the problem. I wanted to remove myself from the relationship.
Okay, I think it's absolutely fine to think things like if you have a problem, you need some days to think things through. No problem. Take a couple days.
Let me specify one thing. Wait. Let me specify one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
There is no problem if she said, "Hey, can I have some space to think about the problem?" No problem then, because your voice that you are taking this time to do it. If I message you and you do not respond to me while I'm trying to address the problem, there's nothing for us to talk about. If you say you need time, if once you voice what you're planning to do and express this is what you do.
Oh, okay, then that's fine.
No issue. But if you just go rogue and then want to come back, no time
If
for
they
you.
ghost you're talking about.
Yeah, if you
No.
disappear
Oh
for
well,
a
no,
bit, yeah, of course.
she didn't ghost the guy.
Okay, that's different. Okay, but if she said that, then no, then he is in the wrong for not giving her the space to think about it. Then he's in the wrong. No problem. But it's like I said, I was going with the intention. She just went rogue, and then want to come back and try and continue. Like, yeah, no.
You know what I don't give second chances to? I'ma say this and this would sound really, really weird, but in my experience with dating, I've met a lot of women who don't know how to say sorry unless it's two-way. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Like they made a scene or did something or whatever, and they're very unapologetic for it. So basically, they're saying they don't care how you feel, and it is what it is. They're wrong and strong in another term. And then when you just like, yo, I can't handle this, you know. I want to break up, or I'm done with this whole relationship, however. Only when you reach that point, when you tell them, yo, I'm done with this relationship, then they would apologize because they realize they can't be wrong and strong anymore.
You want to know how I learned to combat that? I'll tell you what, the one thing I learned to combat that personally for me, but usually when I started to date a girl, I try to ask, what did you contribute wrong to your last relationship that went wrong in that relationship? And if they can't answer that, I mean, they're capable of seeing themselves doing something wrong, I don't hear.
But
What did you contribute wrong in your last relationship?
Yeah, Mario, what did you
Myself,
contribute
unfortunately, I was not being emotionally available to hear her problems and help address and comfort her.
What conversation have we been having? What?
I don't know, man.
Saying, he said in my last relationship, in my last relationship with my ex, unfortunately I wasn't available there for her.
But
that's how I.
Haven't you been on this diatribe about how like you just won't wait for her, even if she goes to you?
No, what I just said that if she did not let me know.
What if she just needed the space of like complete silent space? Like,
But you have to let me know this is what we're going to do. If we're in a relationship and you just stop talking to me without telling me what's going on, what am I supposed to assume? I think you think you're dead or something. If you acknowledge and said, "Hey, I see a text. I don't want to speak right now. I want to think about this." No problem. You've said this is what we are going to do. No problem. But if I'm messaging you and you're not responding whatsoever, and not telling me what the problem is or what's going on, I got no time for you.
if you did
I've got none. I got no time. I don't know what we are doing. If I need to know what we are doing, because if you make it, I do not like making decisions. You cannot make decisions for both of us. We are a couple. We both make decisions. If you say, "Hey, I need time to think about this," I can agree to that because at least I have a saying, "Yeah, cool, no whatever." Don't make decisions with me off the cup and I expect you to just go along with it without knowing what's going on. I don't like that. Communication is key. Could save a lot of relationships.
Or what if you made her angry?
I don't wish to speak to you right now, please. Can I have some to space? How hard is that
I
statement?
tend to not give people the
Really?
courtesy if they make me angry.
I tend to be single. I give courtesy even when I'm upset. I'm telling you, even
Not
when I'm
upset,
no.
angry.
In any shape or form of hostility, whatever it is, I usually say, "Hey," and I'm telling you now, "Hey, I really don't want to speak to you right now," and that's it. I leave it there. And if it message me or whatever, I can ignore it because I've already addressed and let them know where I'm at. At least they know where I'm at. I'm not blatantly ignoring them. They understood what I said. You give that space for it, but.
Honestly, I'm just saying from my standpoint. If I am actually angry at someone, and I rarely get angry at people, period. If I'm actually angry at someone, I'm just not talking to them at all, because I don't feel like they deserve to hear my voice at that point, because I'm just angry and I need to relieve the steam and let that cool down, and then when I'm ready personally and emotionally, then I'll go through. And if I feel like I'm like it was just an emotional reaction at that point, and I've gotten over it, then I'll talk to them. If I'm still angry at them at the time, then I'll just leave it out.
No, so you say even if let's say you're angry, right? Let's say something happened, you're angry. You wouldn't let the person know you're angry. Let's say they don't know. Let's say they did something subconsciously, right? They did something subconsciously.
But I'm
without
a reasonable person. If like I will let
Everyone thinks they're a reasonable person, though.
but I will let someone know. Not directly saying this makes me angry, but I will show the anger first. That they can't like if someone just does something and I just completely ignore it, unless it's something like they've been spouting on social media and then some racist shit, and then I'm just not talking to them anymore. That's different.
That's the extreme.
But I'm talking about we're in constant like contact with each other, and they've done, and then she's done something to make me angry. I am going to be angry in front of her because she's done something to make me angry, and she's seen I'm angry. And then if I've stormed off, or I've just like we've gone our separate ways because we live in different places, and I just don't communicate with her, That's just where it is at that point in time because she's made me angry. Like I don't want to speak to the person that's making me angry, because it might just make me angrier. Like I'm not verbalizing anything with you. You've pissed me off.
Okay, cool. So let's say again, keyword, right? You said you're a reasonable person. So let's go with a semi-joke but something serious. She's cooking for you. She didn't wash the chicken.
Bruh,
Right? She
that's
didn't
not
wash the
gonna
chicken.
make me angry.
Red
though.
flag. Red flag.
This is not gonna make me angry. What would make me angry? If I had touch wood, one of my family member die, and then she turn up late. She's not wearing black. She being disrespectful. She's drunk. She's just doing all sorts of dumb shit.
That would make me angry. That would just make me throw the fuck up.
I'm saying what would make me angry if she did that, and then like I'm up there trying to give my speech, and then she's on the phone, and then I go to her and tell her to turn that shit off. What the fuck are you doing? All this stuff, and then she tries to fight back, and then I walk off. That's me angry.
You are getting like 5 different chances. For something you should
Exactly,
throw
and
altogether.
then I'm just not talking to that woman for the next week probably. And
why are you still talking to her after your
I'm trying to play into the situation.
Okay.
I'm locked into the fact that I'm going to carry on this relationship for the sake of the situation. I'm locked into the fact that I'm going to speak to her afterwards. But what she did was foul, and I'm angry at her for it. I'm not going to speak to her further, especially after she fought back. When I first tried to get her to stop doing what she's doing, like, why would I carry on speaking to you? I'm not gonna say, "Oh, I need space." You fucked up. Why would I tell you? Why would I give you any courtesy? You fucked up hard. So you take this silence and I come back to you. If you feel like you deserve for me to come back to you, you will sit there and wait. If you feel like it's gotten too much and you don't want to wait anymore, then dip. That's so.
Okay.
That's the only time. If she's just gone off after if she's just gone off and just stopped talking to you for any which reason, whatever. But if you've done something and that person's angry, I don't expect you to come back to me and give me any sort of courtesy. You're angry at me, even if it's an unreasonable anger, like she's vegetarian and I'm eating meat in front of her. Even if it's that level of unreasonable anger, if I've made her angry, there's no way I expect her to give me that kind of courtesy. The difference maker is what made her angry in the first place, not how she treats me afterwards.
Man, if she's vegetarian, I'm definitely gonna sit down.
Yes,
Steak.
that I give no
Steak
fuck.
as-
I give no qualms about, because if that's the bit that makes her angry and gets her to stop talking to me, then I dip. But if it was something like, if I reversed the roles and I did what I just described to that woman when she's at a funeral and she's angry and doesn't talk to me, if she doesn't talk to me, I'm not being like dismissive about it and saying, "Oh, fuck this relationship." Then I'm like, I fucked up on a serious level.
Agreed.
Let her calm down, and then I will. But then the onus is on me. I'll put it out there. I'm here for whenever you want to come back and talk, and then that's it. And then I don't expect anything back.
When we first started this, I did say in death or something, there's exceptions because I cannot tell you to grieve or whatever. In a situation where, like you said, where her family member passed away, and I show up in violet green or whatever, something fluorescent green or whatever, and I'm on the phone and stuff, I'm not only creating a bigger situation for her, I'm also insulting her by doing this, right?
Right.
I cannot shout, I am creating the problem or whatever, creating a bigger problem. And she had the audacity. She came to me and asked me to stop or whatever, and I brush her off and I continue. It was her telling me you're violating and stuff, and I disrespected. So she has, at that moment, she has given me the yo, you're messing up, rah rah rah. At that point, if she doesn't want to speak to me, she has then met the quota by talking to me about it first. I just didn't listen. I did my own thing. Does that make sense?
But then, how does it get to that point without there even be any verbal thing? Because now, you're not talking about an argument that's leading to it, or something to make her angry that's leading to it. You're insinuating that it's just she just left and stopped talking to you, because that's the only other situation.
I'm to be saying, okay, let's say me and her were texting something, right?
Yeah.
And I texted something, and I may have upset her, and I don't know I upset her, right? Let's say I texted something, and I said, I don't want to say. Let's say, oh, that dress you wear makes you look fat, or something stupid like that,
Right,
or
but
whatever, right? Something like that. I'm giving a bad example because I'm trying to think. I said something without that. I don't think it's something was bad or whatever, but she may interpret something badly, and she didn't say anything back to me. She just stopped talking.
Right, but
I give a bad example.
you're interpreting the how bad the situation is, because what I've done is I've gone to an extreme as to what
Yes.
would lead to someone being angry. You've
Yes.
taken something very, very light. We can all agree that, like, saying it makes you look fat is something extremely light. You're not taking offense to the silent treatment. You're taking offense to the fact that she's giving you the silent treatment after the situation. Because you've personally justified the silent treatment after the scenario I described. So the silent
No.
treatment.
I don't mind. Let me specify this. I do not mind someone taking the silent treatment. I just simply say, let me know what's going on. I do not mind. So in the situation you gave me with the extreme, I had that warning when she came and talked to me, and I brushed her off. I had that warning. That's my point. So whatever happens, say, just let me know what it is. Once I know what it is.
Well, why do
okay.
you really deserve that courtesy?
That's ridiculous. That's
Like,
ridiculous.
why?
You don't
Why
deserve that
let you
courtesy.
know what it is? You
Why?
already know you what
You
you
fucked
done,
up.
bro. You already know.
Like you are human.
I'm
You're
saying
human.
I
You
don't-
can infer from their actions or their lack of action that something is wrong, and that's it. You don't need to know anything else. You just need to know that something is wrong.
Yeah.
And if you're with them and they're with you or whatever, you should know that you will find out at some point in the future. But as of right now, they don't want to interact with you, and that's fine. But that is your key to say that, hey, something is wrong.
Okay, and this is, and so you, if again, maybe this is my red flag. If you cannot vocalize a problem to me, so I can understand we have a problem, I can actually reflect on the problem and deal with the problem too, same way you're doing with it, then hear what? Maybe we're just not meant to be together. No problem.
They don't want you to deal with the problem. They're dealing with the problem at the moment,
Yeah.
and not
I'm
all
contributing to the
all
problem.
communication is verbal. There is non-verbal communication.
I work in the verbal communication lab.
So you only ever work with verbal communication.
I don't want to say only, but most of my communication is verbal.
Okay, but this is one of the cases where it's not most, nigga. Like this is
But
just.
I'm saying this situation, in any situation where we have arguments or disagreements, I want it to all be verbal, so at least I can acknowledge it.
But
But that's how you communicate. That's not
I'm
always
saying
how
I
the
want-
other person
okay,
communicates.
and then we're not compatible.
So,
That's it.
it's so
so guys,
weird.
how is the weather today?
Bro, it's
Nigga, we having a great conversation. It's a great ass conversation.
I'm doing the Nigo. How's the weather today?
No, that's a great ass. Oh, you fucked.
I did the Nigo.
Nah,
When the
nah,
competition got juicy, you know.
Nah,
Why-
that's foul. That's foul. You fucked it. Will you be okay living in separate houses from your spouse? Like if you're married, right? Would you think it's beneficial, or do you think it's not so much beneficial, but would you be okay living in a separate house from your spouse?
No.
Sure, when we get
Context.
divorced.
Yeah, start agreeing with him.
When we get divorced.
Second that statement. Do you know what it was? But yeah, the ideal.
For context, a married couple living in separate New York City apartments, which, by the way, if you can afford separate apartments in New York City, like that's fucking great. They said a married couple living in separate New York City apartments, it says it does wonders for their relationship. My wife living separately from her husband in New York says it revitalized her marriage and career. They got married in their 20s and quickly fell into a rut. Separate house from your spouse.
It works for some people, it won't work for me.
You know what, sure. When we get a divorce, yeah, sure.
Please have your own place. Please have your own place when we're divorcing. Please have your own place.
Yeah.
Now when I was younger, and this question was floated to me by a girl I was thinking of being with, right? She said that we should have separate houses, and I was like, we don't have separate
What
rooms.
do you mean separate houses? She mean like, oh, you want to have a house where you're living in and a house where you're renting out? Yeah, no problem.